In less politically correct days, it would be called a catfight.
Catfight?
Catfight?
Last Monday, an all-female crew, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Carrie Ann Flynn, Aisha Bowe, and Amanda Wynn, stepped aboard Blue Origin's rocket for a joyride to zero gravity. And upon returning to Earth, they were greeted with a broadside from their fellow females.
Catfight?
Yeah, catfight.
Actress Olivia Munn called it gluttonous. There are so many other things that are so important in the world right now, she said. What are you guys going to do up in space? She thought the whole thing was silly because a lot of people can't pay for eggs. Her fellow Olivia and fellow actress Olivia Wilde also thought it was a giant waste, as she mocked, "Billions of dollars bought some good memes, I guess." And then there was model actress Emily Ratajkowski. She proclaimed, quote, "Privilege is not an accomplishment."
This is beyond parody. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted.
Okay, all of this is just too good. First of all, one of my favorite things is when those with more privilege for not doing anything of substance, they criticize other people for having privilege and not doing anything of substance. And that's the case with Emily here. Her dumping on anyone else for their lack of accomplishments for the good of society is pretty choice. Not just that, but let's make sure we understand. Spending jet fuel to take a space joyride, that's bad. But spending boatloads of it to jet around the world to take naked pictures in exotic locations, that's good. Got it. Look, I understand that everybody needs a cause and everybody needs to complain. We have to have something to be upset and outraged about. Fair enough. But from where I'm sitting, this Blue Origin thing seems pretty cool. And of course there's a point. How can anyone not know or see that? It has to be intentional ignorance. The point is moving towards the normalization of spaceflight, to make the whole thing more routine. The goal is to make space travel one day like airline travel today, something that more and more people can do. And look, you can argue about the politics. Was the fact that they were all female some kind of hat tip towards feminism and girl power? I don't know, probably. On the other side, maybe it was some kind of insult to females that all these ladies were put in there and not given the ability to do anything except just take a ride while some man controls it with a remote. I don't know, but the truth is, I don't care. Here's what matters. They're normal citizens, some of whom are not overly bright, and the door to a spacecraft that went weightless in our atmosphere was open to them. You don't have to be a Neil Armstrong astronaut to now dream of one day going to the moon. Anybody can start thinking about it, and that's a good thing. It's an innovative thing. It's an encouragement and a good sign about an exciting future in our civilization. Man, I'm telling you, being negative is easy. Being a contrarian is cake. Criticizing what other people do and what other people spend money on, it's incredibly lazy. Being forward-thinking, being innovative, trying new things, and being creative, that's the stuff that world changers do. So look, Olivia, if you want to help people buy eggs, please do so. You're loaded, after all. But if, as I suspect, you would rather spend all of that money on yourself and your luxury mansion that you recently renovated, that's fine too. All I'm saying is, let's maybe stop mocking those who have visions and dreams that go beyond the ends of their own noses.